munzani napimaga 200.
Ashize n'igihe kingana iki?
Ashize igihe kirekire cyane.
Ubu se ntibyiyongerera cyangwa wumva byaragabanutse?
Numva byariyongereye.
Mare, ufite imyaka ingahe?
Ufite imyaka 10.
Koko? Yamaye.
A man once said that pain is a temporary feeling. Most of us believe this, but some people are going through situations that make it so hard for them to believe it. She is called Martha, a 10-year-old girl that weighs more than 100 kilograms. Her life is complicated since she hardly manages to do a lot of things for herself, and the little she does is performed very slowly. According to her, it's the fastest she can perform. This is Alphonsine, Martha's mother, who is a lot worried and scared at the same time. She keeps giving birth to children like Martha, and even worse. She says that this might be witchcraft or something like a curse that is ruining her children's life until they die. It is terrifying how she gives birth to children that are born normally. They later get so fat since they mysteriously gain a lot of weight, and they shortly die after. She feels like life is now meaningless to her, but today, she tells us her story. Somewhere in the far village is where we found this family that believes that it is haunted, but they don't actually know by who or have any idea where it came from. And it is something that they have been living with for a very long time now. This all started when she got married to a man that her entire family rejected. They did not want him in her life, but she ignored what they kept saying and married the man of her dreams, since she believes that it was all that matters. She later got pregnant just like any other woman should be. She took care of herself until the time of giving birth came. She went to the hospital and gave birth to an adorable bouncing baby boy. And this was something to be very happy about. The child was normal as he grew up. He went to school and always played with other kids in the society. Everything was okay, but a few months later, the situation changed and the boy started gaining a lot of weight mysteriously. They all thought that this might be normal, but later they realized that it wasn't. He tried a few physical exercises, but they all failed. So they gave up and just watched it happen. She says that when her son was 10 years old, he weighed 150 kilograms. Walking was becoming very hard for him. He turned into a person that was disabled. Fats got filled in his veins and heart, and before they knew it, the boy was dead.
Nari mfite n'undi w'imfura yanjye nawe yaranamurutaga nawe yageze icyo gihe afite ibyo biro apfa ariko afite 150.
This hurt Alphonsine and her husband a lot since they had lost their firstborn when he was only 10. They tried to act strong and move on, though it was painful. They decided to try and have another child with hope that this time the child will turn out normal, just like other children. She got pregnant again. They kept on having one baby after another, but none would believe what was happening to their children. Martha is now the 7th born, and at 10 years old, she also weighs more than 100 kilograms, which is obvious that the same thing is also happening to her.
Mari turiya mureba ni umwana wa karindwi.
Alphonsine surprisingly decided to laugh at her problems, because what was happening to her children was something that she could hardly explain to anyone, because they would all say that she is making it up, and this is why she keeps quiet about it, but it doesn't mean that people living around her don't notice. She says that a few months ago, Martha weighed 100 kilograms when she had just turned 10.
Mu myaka 10 yari afite ibiro 100. Ariko uhereye kuri iyo myaka 10 nicyo gihe mberukiye kumupimisha. Ariko ahageze ndabona n'ubundi byararenze kurutaho.
And now she keeps getting fat, and she believes that she is more than this, and probably 120 kilograms or even more, and it keeps her worried too. Martha used to go to school before she got this fat. When she started gaining weight, her fellow students started laughing at her. The weight kept increasing and she could not manage to walk there anymore. And that's how she dropped out of school. They decided to try treatment this time and see if what was happening to her children was a medical problem. They traveled to the city to one of the good hospitals she knew, and they examined Martha's body. She and her daughter spent 1 month at the hospital being examined, but nothing wrong was ever found with any of them. So there was no way that they could be treated. And this is when they were sent back home, since there was nothing more that could be done.
Nuko nyine twicara gutyo. Mbona nta kintu bamariye, nta miti bambaye.
Wavuye nta muti baguhaye?
Nta muti nigeze mbona.
They are poor and living in a village old house. But she says that she is fine with this, but what keeps her sad is the life of her children. And she thinks that anytime from now, her daughter Martha is also going to die. We asked if there was anything that we could do to help out, but she said that money can't even save her children or change what is happening to them. She is afraid that her husband may also abandon her. She totally has no idea of anyone that could be doing this, and that's why she decided to act strong, because she believes that crying all day is not going to solve any of her problems. But she still thanks Afrimax for airing her story. Everyone defines life according to what they are going through, which makes it have a lot of definitions that are all true. And the only way to go is to learn to live with what we can't change and pray for it instead. It is very hard for one to be in a situation that makes them believe that no one can actually help them. Some believe this is true, others don't. Thank you for watching Afrimax English. My name is Prince. Do not forget to subscribe.
Ari umwana amwita ikintu, ari umuntu mukuru amwita ikintu, ntababona ko ari umuntu nk'abandi.
Kubera ko